How's it going so far? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad that you're having a good day. Oh, I'm great too. Thanks for asking. So I'm going to show you around since this is the first time you've been here. So I live on campus since it's a lot easier to travel to classes and food's already made. So, I don't really like doing dishes or anything like that. So that makes it easier. So if we look outside, sorry, the curtains are down. It's just so bright out. The last building that you don't really see is the business building, and I spent 2.5 years there and learned about marketing and accounting and all that boring stuff. So that wasn't a good part, but some professors are pretty cool. And then you see the bell tower, which some people call the phallic symbol of Ball State. Every 15 minutes it will ring during the weekdays, and then I think it's every half hour on weekends. And then if you're like a telecommunications major, you'll be all the way behind that building, or bell tower, and it's David Letterman building because he went here, and he gave us a lot of money to have that, and it's really cool. We have one of the top telecommunication equipment, I guess I read somewhere. And to the right of that is the Robert Bell building, and that's where all like the English people are, and also where they have math classes. So lucky me, I had 3 math classes in there or something. And you can't see to the left of David Letterman, but that's where the atrium is, and that's where I like to eat because they have good food, Papa John's. And then on that slanted, cool-looking roof building is the architecture building. It's been there for 50 years, I guess, and that's where David, my boyfriend, goes. He spends a lot of his time in there. They have 4-hour classes, 1 to 5, so lucky him, literally spends his day there. And then on the far right is the rec center. I used to go every day, but that's not my life anymore. I let that part of me go. So yeah, and this is where people park. If you park before 7 p.m. on weekdays, you get a parking ticket. That's $65, which I unfortunately experienced. So let's go ahead and take a seat on the couch. So, sorry, it's a little bright, but I can deal. So you want to learn more about my major? Well, as you know, I'm trying to become a counselor, and I applied to grad school here. So I get to find out if I made it in March, but I'm not too confident, but it's whatever. If I have to, I'll defer for a year and try and find a job in the psychology field. What about you? So you work? You like it? That's nice. It's good to like your work. Sometimes it can be exhausting because I've experienced that this weekend, but we're not going to get into that because I could talk your ear off. So I have my book with me, so I can talk to you a little bit more about what I actually plan to do, because my class is counseling and intervention counseling or whatever like that. I should know. I know I'm horrible, but the sun keeps going down and it's killing my eyes. So let me fix that real quick. So don't worry, I'll be right back. Much better. So the book that we're looking at is Intentional Interviewing and Counseling, Facilitating Client Development in a Multicultural Society by Alan Ivey, Mary Ivey, and Carlos Zaliquette. I don't even know how to say that, so we're going to pretend that I didn't. Yeah, so that's right there, but I'll take these things out. I'm just going to read what, the interesting parts, kind of, ish. Well, we'll see. how interesting can a textbook that's not about killing can be? So, the counselor and client sorry. The counselor and client conversation. Kyle, come on in. I'm glad to see you. Derek walks to the door. He smiles, shakes hands, and has direct eye contact. Kyle says thanks. Alright, let's skip that part. That's kind of boring. So let's see. We'll find out. Here are some examples of concrete and situational statements. A child at age 5 might say, Joni hit me in the arm, right here. A child at age 10. He hit me when we were playing soccer. I just scored a goal, and it made him mad. He snuck up behind me, grabbed my leg, and then punched me when I fell down. Do you know what else he did? Well, So that ended. And then a man at age 45. I was down to Myrtle Beach. We drove there on 95 and there was sorry, we're going to restart that. I was down to Myrtle Beach. We drove there on 95 and was the traffic ever terrible? Well, we drove into town and the first thing we did was to find a motel to stay in, But we found one for only $60 and it had a swimming pool. Well, we signed in and then woman, age 27. You asked for an example of how my ex-husband interferes with my life. Well, a friend and I were sitting quietly in the cafeteria, just drinking coffee. Suddenly he came up behind me and grabbed my arm, but didn't hurt me this time. Then he smiled and walked out. I was scared to death. If he had said something, it might not have been so frightening. So, yeah, that's interesting. But let's go into more what I've been learning lately. And that is about reflecting feelings using micro skills. Restory, strengths, action, empathy. I feel like this one is missing a stage or two, but okay. So sorry, the sun is in my way. So like when let's say you're giving me a problem and you're saying, well, I think that my sister's husband is cheating on her, and you'd be like, I went to dinner one day at TGI Fridays and I looked over and I saw my brother-in-law sitting with this other woman, and they were they touchy-feely. Like, he kept touching her arm and she kept touching his arm, and it made me feel, well, like, I just don't know what to do. And so what I learned through classes, you're supposed to like paraphrase, reflect feeling, and do stuff like that. So I would say something like, to me it sounds like you're conflicted if you should tell your sister and possibly break that relationship, that trust that she has with her husband over something that you're not quite 100% certain that he's doing. And also, like, he could be at a dinner party, or not dinner party, but like a work dinner. And if he's trying to climb the corporate ladder, well, it makes sense why might be with another female. And if her personality's like a touchy-feely type of thing, you wouldn't want to cause a lot of drama over some miscommunication or misunderstanding. And for me, like, one time I said that I lost both my legs in a car wreck and I didn't want to share with anyone except my best friend and my sister, but I didn't tell my parents because I didn't know how to break it to them, and I still wanted to be seen as independent even though I'm only 21. So it would have been they'd been like overprotective, like, oh, come back home, and I just didn't want to deal that. So my pretend counselor, so to speak, she said that I should have someone in the group that I'm closest to talk to them, and together break the news to the group, so it'd be easier on me, and then maybe work my way telling, I'd have to tell my parents. So then we created goals, and before I would see her by next week, I would hopefully have accomplished at least one goal of mine that I created, and that's the action part. So it's really interesting. I can't really lecture or give you too much information just because I'm not quite prepared on doing that, so it might come off as disorganized because it kind of is, but it's super interesting. Look into it, research it, read about it, whatever. It's fun. It's also fun to just do, so you can do that with friends or whatever, just to practice counseling, even though it sounds weird, but it's really cool. And I'm also a TA this year, this semester, so I'm a teaching assistant for a human sexuality class. And some of the students they communicate back well, and others just completely ignore my emails, which they absolutely need to respond, otherwise we have to dock points for some new policy thing. And it's really interesting to see people's point of views on sexuality and gender stuff. And we also have panels, like nudist panel come in and talk about the nudist colony, and polyamory, which is different from polygamy, if you didn't know that. So polyamory believes in multiple loves, but they do not have multiple husbands or wives. That's only polygamy. And we also have the pure romance lady come in and show us all her toys and talk about them, which is kind of awkward a little bit, but interesting. It's funny. And I feel like there might be one more, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I really like being able to help out students getting better grades. So that's interesting. I just did dinner a little while ago, and I'm getting hungry. And Antwaine's going to meet us at the dinner place once we figure out where we want to eat, because he's at work, unfortunately. That's why he couldn't come now. So he'll meet us there. So if you want to head over to the table with me, we can hopefully find some coupons for the restaurant of choice. See, it even says great deals. Can't get much better than that. So we definitely don't want anything from I don't even know what that is, emergency service area, or winkle mowing service. That just sounds weird. Wouldn't want anyone winkling on my lawn. So we have the King Buffet. Do you like Chinese food? Oh, okay, good. So this will be one option. I'll just go ahead and cut out some dinner coupons for us. I guess I should have seen what was on the other side. Oh, it's just furnace tune-up stuff. So, good thing your birthday doesn't include getting our furnace fixed. So, we'll ignore that. Oh, lucky us. The expiration date for these coupons are the day after your birthday. I guess we just need 3. For you, for me, and for Antwaine. These are possibles. So there's an Xfinity one with Captain America. I think dogs are so cute. Cats are alright, but dogs are so much nicer and more fun, I think. Cats are evil. They chase me and claw me and it just hurts. They're evil. Let's see. Stop looking at the girls, Tom. We can eat at Pizza King, and they have some pizza, but I feel like you probably want to sit down and have something more formal. Am I right? Okay, good. I was hoping you'd say that, honestly. Hey, look! Happy birthday! Sorry, all the decorations are down because it's a fire hazard, supposedly, so they forced me to take it down. And then there's Denny's, but there's no Denny's near us, so we're going to pass that. I hope you're okay with that. Ooh, there's a yummy grill buffet. It's the same price as a king buffet, so do you want me to cut it out or should I just pass along? Cut it out? Alright. Well, unfortunately for Antwaine, he's not going to have a coupon. That's what he gets for working for you. And for me. Captain D's. Have you ever eaten at Captain D's? That's essentially Long John Silver's. I do not like fish. So, I know it's your birthday and all, but let's just skip over that. More pizza, Papa Murphy's. We're not, and they don't even cook it for you. You have to cook it yourself. Arf. Such cute dogs. I just want one so bad. Too bad I don't have the money to afford one. But that's okay. One day. Then there's Sunshine Cafe. I've never eaten there. Some people like it, some people don't. But supposedly it's like a blasphemous if you don't eat there. So, oh well. Oh, did you want to try it out? Sorry, I should have asked. Alright, so I'll cut out the coupons. I'll let you have $3 off any purchase of $15. Well, no, that'd be mine because I'm taking care of the bill. Or $2 off any meal I purchase. I remember you saying you don't like Mexican food, so skip over that. Ooh, we need a spa weekend, Tom. I'm telling you. That would just make our lives so much better. Not huge on people touching my feet, but it does feel good when I get a foot massage. This looks pretty tasty, but I have no idea where that's at, so we're gonna skip over that too. More Mexican. I can't believe you don't like Mexican food. That's like, it's so good. But I won't hold it against you this time. Yeah, we don't need mattresses and I don't know mulliganses, so we'll pass that. More Mexican food. Pizza, which we're not gonna have. That's the end of the coupons. So do you have any preference, Tom? No? Okay. Let's do King Buffet. That's kind of in between Antwaine's work and here. And it'll be easy for us and I think you'll enjoy it a lot. They have some pretty good food. I've never had the yummy buffet before, so let's do that. So let's grab the coupons. Ooh, I got some here. And, oh yeah. Here's some on the ground. Alright, let's do this.